Nice little setup. Home sweet home for a couple days. Our buddies already came up and set up a camp. It's nice to have friends like that. How far past them houses? Didn't hear? He said he had 20 minutes. He packed all his stuff up. He got down there in the spot he was planning on hunting. Wasn't any good, so he's packed his stand and everything. He's climbing back up the top of the mountain. He said it'd be 20 or 30 minutes, so straight up, evidently. That might be the campsite. What is coming from? Big old gobblers, 3 of them.
Nowhere I'll be turkey hunting. Going on the top.
Yeah. Can't tell. This is the 5th or 6th place we've checked this morning in a new area, and I just saw that buck go to the right. We jumped a buck watching this logging road. I mean, you can see down this logging road a long way, and he was watching the access. He's bedded right here. There's a lot of acorns in here too. I just watched him run to the right. He's standing right over there. Now here's where that buck just ran, but I can't find this bed. It's got to be up in this. He's got his back to that thick laurel, watching off in this a little bit more open down in here. But behind that thick laurel is the main access trail, so you could see us coming down. It's so thick in here we couldn't find that deer's bed. It's the second time that I've watched a deer get up and it been so thick that I literally cannot find where he was bedded down at. These are pretty torn up. They're eating a lot of these. Almost every one of them's eating. Pretty fresh too. He's horned all these trees. I found 3 or 4 rubs on these trees right in here, right where it gets thick. This buck's bedding right here. There's hairs all in his bed. Hairs everywhere. I'm at his eye level right now. He can see all the hunters coming in from that bottom down in there. And he's backed up right in the edge of this thick stuff. He's laying up against a tree like they like to do a lot of times. And you know it's a buck bed because there's, I don't know how many horned trees around here. They also like to be beside down trees. And here's one just to my left. Kind of the perfect little bed right here. This right here is textbook. I mean, the tree he's up against, the down tree. We see them doing both of those. I don't know that I've ever seen one with both, but that's really the perfect little spot. Levels out right here, and there's nothing but thicket behind him. There's bucks in this area though. If we can find some good acorns being really hit hard, we're gonna set up over them on this big mountain behind us, this knoll. Overlooking these bottom fields. They seem to like this area. We're gonna set up somewhere in here. This is that huge thicket we just checked and found that buck bed in. We're gonna check this side right where it opens up into the oaks. This buck bed right here is watching the only place to park on this road. That's how smart these deer are. He just watched us get out of that truck and walk down through here. As you can see, all these leaves that have fallen, and not many leaves have fallen yet, but the ones that have, he's mashed them down. We just run this deer just snuck off when we pulled over. He watches every vehicle come down through here, but the minute we got out and walked, he just got up and we ran him off. They're smarter than what we give them credit for. There's no doubt about that. Last year's rub, pretty dry. One broken off right there too. Guys, it's October the what, 4th or 5th, 4th. This thing's been shredded. We just found a buck bed 50 yards down the hill, which is probably the same deer. There's another fresh rub right over there. This is the center of a ridge line coming down off of a thick bedding area on this top of the mountain behind us. And he's exiting to go down onto the private land and shredding everything right here. Love to find some acorns right in here. If we can find some right in here, we'll be up here tomorrow. There's his trail. Got another rub, but there's a scrape. Early season scrape right here. Thing's shredded. Early season scrape right there. This is wind-based bedding. It's not just wind-based. They're watching the access too. But he's got beds on that side, which is the kind of the north east side of this mountain. He's got an excellent bed right beside this log on the southwest side of the mountain. I'm sure when we walk around here, there's going to be another one off the end of this point. This is this buck's core area. We know that because he's already shredded it several years in a row, including this year. We haven't found any acorns. We think maybe the only food is down in the bottoms below us and back up over the other side of this mountain. So what we're going to do now, we're going to set one hunter right here around his beds, and then another hunter's going to loop around and try to set up on the oaks on the back side of this same hill. Another typical buck bed. Got where he's been laying right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 shredded trees. 2 of them are broken off. There's acorns right down the hill from us, and he's just bedded up not far from that earlier sign that we found, the scrapes. They're probably 150 yards to our south. We're only hunting this deer one day, so I think what's getting ready to happen is we're going to get up around 3 in the morning. We're going to come in here. One of us is getting right over this bed. The other one's getting over those 3 beds, which are about 150 yards to our south. And we're going to sit till late morning probably and give this buck a chance. The wind's supposed to be blowing this way in the morning. He's got beds all the way around this point. We found what, 5 or 6 already. Chances are if one of us sits here and one over there, we'll catch him milling around mid-morning. We got to go all out. We're only hunting this spot one day and we're moving on. We won't be within 40 miles of here again this season. So I don't care if I bust him out. I want to know I'm hunting a big buck. We're not coming back. So we're going to hunt right over his bed, because this is where we know he's going to be at in daylight tomorrow. He was here today. There's scat all down the hill. Well, it's opening day in Virginia. Me and my brother are spread out near some decent bedding that we found yesterday. So hopefully we'll have some luck. We've already had 3 deer come in, but they came in before daylight and just sort of eased off. The wind got up. The wind's about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And I didn't hear the deer leave, but I haven't seen a deer since it got daylight. Hopefully some deer will get up and move around here in a little bit. Maybe we'll get something on film. Last night, I picked a stand halfway down this mountain. Behind me, right in here is a really good bedding area. and it goes to the top of the mountain, about to that top 1/3. And there's a rub line. There's a rub line right up here, coming out to where my brother's at. My brother is, he's down the hill, baby, 150 yards at the scrape area that we showed you yesterday. This morning I got up at 5 o'clock, and the buck I'm after came below me at 5:45. He smelled his bed where we took that film footage, and he eased off. He didn't bust or anything, but I've already put a ton of scent downhill here where I was at this morning. So I came up the hill today and found a second rub line coming out right here in front of me, and there's acorns right here that they're eating. There's a lot of fresh, he's rubbed probably 7 or 8 trees right through here in about 50 yards. So it's either a different buck or it's the same buck using 2 different bedding areas. I'm getting up right here.